And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Night Extravaganza, which is RCM on Tap, your 60-ish minute roundtable discussion where tonight, as always, Killer McCoy and Biomed Alchemist are here to join me in our plans to take over the world.
You have our apologies.
I make them do things. They dance like my puppets. Oh.
Maybe we should get some Meeseeks to help us.
Well, that's sort of the idea.
Has anyone got a Meeseeks box? Or a Darth Meeseeks box? You know, since,
Killer.
You know. What?
It's me. Everything is dark here.
No, not dark.
Evil.
Darth.
That's why I eat the dark chocolate.
Really?
While listening to the dark side of the moon.
While watching something dark side?
Maybe. And eating cookies, because, I mean, why not?
Not beef jerky.
I'm not talking to you about this anymore. You've angered me. You've angered me for the last time.
How's your week been? Nothing.
Bio's gonna build an ark.
Ark? What kind of ark? Boat ark? Space ark? Ark stays on one plate.
It's been raining a lot, but not that bad. Not here at least.
I don't know. I've seen pictures from various parts of your state.
That's
thinking,
like north.
I get that, but I'm thinking that maybe an ark is in your future.
An Ark of the Covenant. Hold down, God, and smite your enemies.
The Covenant of Harambe, may peace be upon him.
May peace be upon him. He didn't do nothing.
Harambe died for this? No?
Terrible. Terrible. But
I know, this is terrible.
accurate. What have you been up to, Killer? I haven't seen most anybody, all week. So...
No, last couple of days at work, I've been helping another group of contractors get, their equipment up and running for their classes, and it's just been a pain in the ass. We get one thing done just to have it crap out on us. I have to just start all over again. At least 3 times.
Gee.
Yeah, about 3 times.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Still getting paid. It is what it is.
I've had some long days at work, but at least I got to be doing fun things. So.
What kind of fun things? Tell us more as I eat whatever you're eating.
This is my... It's not Ben & Jerry's tonight. I got the chocolate peanut butter fudge Haagen-Dazs. Because I love me some peanut butter fudge every once in a while. But, no, I've been working on these, I've been going through and building frames to put together videos for, our big to-do for the graduation and end of spring meeting for the faculty. So we have some retirees this year, so I've gotten to put together some tribute videos for them, which for a first try doing a big video project, they actually turned out very well. I was happy with them, so. I made my boss cry a couple of times.
Aww.
So she was very, very happy with that too. So the meeting is tomorrow, so I actually get to work on a Saturday for a little bit, which is fine, but
Blasphemy.
they get the big reveal, so I get to be there when they watch it, so it'll be cool.
I think I make my boss cry for other reasons.
Why? Why? Did you just... you froze for a second. You were stuck like this.
My camera keeps making these weird, flickerings, and I'm not sure... I saw the thing went black for me for a minute at the beginning, so I'm kind of looking at it now, too. It's been an odd technological day.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. I can tell we're all tired.
Yeah. Our energy level is not top-notch right now. So, Killer.
Yeah.
Since we made it, well, first of all, did you see the the picture that Bio
Yes,
posted
I
up?
did. I did see that picture.
I tried 4 times this morning to send that same picture to you, but my phone kept telling me that it would get it, and then it would say we have lost data signal and cannot send this message at this time.
That's
Please
why you
try
just
again
send the
later.
link.
Yeah.
Don't send me the picture. Just
Yeah.
send me the link.
No, it was sent to me as a picture, so it wasn't a link. It was a message. I was like, fuck. So, Bio took care of everything.
Thank you, Bio.
But
Thank
my opening question for you both, considering the weird things that we've had to deal with this week in our various, jobs and here and everything else. If you had the Meeseeks box right now, what would you ask them to fix for you?
Holy crap.
I would ask them
How to get more money in my bank account. Yeah, something
I
like
see
that.
this going badly. I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. I have a great way of getting you cash quickly. Come on.
Like, go ahead, go on court and sell crack.
No, Baron, that's you. You're the one who keeps wearing the wig.
Wait, hold on now. Hold on.
What?
You merely embraced the wig. He was born in it. Molded by it. He does a much better Bane voice.
He does. Although that reminds me, what Steven Crowder's ring for the Mug Club.
Oh
Trans
yeah,
Bane.
yeah.
It's just so terrible.
I almost got to tell someone that Bio was Transasian today, but alas, I got cut off at the last minute.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll have to hear that story after. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to tell me that one.
RCM
It was
After
great.
Hours, where I got to be the patriarchy today. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
After
Yeah,
hours.
she got to be the matriarchy.
It was
Oh,
a very
God.
it was a very odd experience. Just very odd.
I can imagine.
But
So, what would you do with your Meeseeks box?
I have something in mind, but I can't talk about it on air.
What?
I've been working on it at work. I can't talk about it because it's work related.
Yeah.
I
would love
so
to just be
basically
like,
help them. Help.
Meeseeks box. I need this stupid thing. It's not mine, but I need it fixed.
So something to help you at work then.
Well, just for this one thing, because that's what their purpose is. You know, they're
One thing.
brought into the world to do one thing.
Resistance is pain. Sounds like a typical IT guy. My resistance is pain. Because you're around. So, Baroness, what would you do with a Meeseeks box?
Well, I would send one Meeseeks to make sure that the guy who's taken over the vending machines
Uh-oh.
stops putting fucking iced tea in the Mountain Dew slot, because that's
Oh, here
all I
goes.
hear about when I'm in the office. And you know what? I don't run the goddamn vending machines, people. I don't. And I understand that you like to come down because my office is nice and you like to chatter with me and just generally get some respite from your day because your job sucks. And, I get that. But I don't give a shit about what comes out of the Mountain Dew slot. I don't care. I have the same conversation with you day after day after day. Just make it stop. So that would be my
It's got
first
dark
thing.
quick.
It did.
That would be my first thing. My second thing would be
We're getting a
more
second thing?
chocolate peanut butter. I would get another Meeseeks. Because they have one purpose, but I've got a box. So I can just keep churning the little bastards out until I'm happy. So Meeseeks
Wait,
number 2.
Don't some mothers
Oh,
do that?
fuck.
Keep popping out. Oh, did you just drop your ice
I
cream?
did! I dropped it on my lap and it's cold! Hang on. Keep talking.
I don't know what to say now.
Keep talking!
So, Bio, would you anything else with the Meeseeks after they accomplish your job at work? No, nothing.
I don't. It's too risky.
Is it too
It's
risky?
too risky at that point.
No. You know what we could do with them? We could use them as trolls, internet trolls. We'll get thousands upon thousands of them against other
The
websites.
internet already has those.
Yes, but we would control an army.
I don't know. You get the right following going, you essentially can make your own troll army with already existing elements here.
Yeah, but then they get bored.
Like, you're not gonna get
The
bored
army-
controlling a Meeseeks army of
No.
internet trolls?
See, all we have to do is give them the simple command of, I need you to troll the internet. Boom, we're done. You can step away. They never have to eat. They never have to sleep. And they must continue trolling the internet. Forever. Or until the internet breaks down, collapses, and
You're a really
No.
sadistic bastard, you know that.
push me far enough, you see what happens.
You really have had a bad week. Oh, God.
No,
Okay.
it hasn't been that bad.
We should...
Just annoying as fuck.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. When you've had 2 different hard drives crash after you installed everything on said fucking hard drive.
That's why you take an image.
Well, I'm sorry. We were in a hurry.
That just sounds.
Ooh,
Oh,
that reminds me.
I just want to rip out some Jocko knowledge. Just be like, oh.
I fixed the problem. We fixed it.
Good.
Oh, speaking of.
What you got? Do you actually have the hard copy?
It's being opened on air. Wait, is this like those unboxing videos like I hear about on YouTube?
No, this is much cooler than that. Hey! There you
Yeah.
go. I'm actually looking forward to his this one manual.
The way of
The way
warrior
of the
kid?
warrior kid.
Yeah.
Good.
Actually, no, it's actually funny. This is hilarious. Well, not hilarious, but kind of amusing. Actually, one of these program guys who were installing this particular software for the groups I was helping. He's a new guy on their team, and he was talking about where he was from, what he did in the army. Apparently, he was in Ramadi at the same time as Jocko was.
What was his role?
I think he was in the 509. I think it was the unit he was in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like, I know Ramadi. This is the only reason why I know that. But listen to this guy.
Well, I remember seeing it when it was in the news, but I obviously didn't know the stories. It's kind of like what we're hearing now about Mosul, where they're retaking it from ISIS.
Yeah.
It's this whole, like, I'm hearing about it in the news. I don't know much about what's actually going on at the ground level, and probably won't for some time.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. So, yeah. Kind of cool that. Anywho. So, nothing else with a Meeseeks box.
Oh, wait, no, I know the perfect thing.
We can have them build RivalCast.
Well, that kind of. So,
Kind of.
like, for example, this week, it kind of goes along the same lines. So this week,
Okay.
I had to run a game stream at the last minute for
Oh, I
Baron.
saw that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he also
Reasons.
had work things that, we can't really talk about because, reasons, but he ended up having to work like super late for most of the nights this week working over.
Mhm.
And it was always last minute. So, I mean, there was nobody to pick up on Tuesday night. So I got the call and I was like, well, I'm at the grocery store, but I suppose I can go and, handle business.
I could do something.
So, yeah, but
Don't worry your pretty little head.
I would definitely have, I will kill you. I got to be the patriarchy earlier and I'm super excited about it. So
This is you saying that. You were saying that. Don't worry your pretty little head.
Oh, I gotcha. I misheard you at first. It's all good.
God.
I would make the Meeseeks do games for us.
Petty, aren't you?
That would be cool. So in a way, that would be building RivalCast, because it would be like, hey, Mr. Meeseeks, and they'd be like, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me, and I would be like, put on the best fucking show you can for the next 6 hours, because we're going to bed, and then Varyo's gonna stream it this time, but in the meantime... And the entire stream would be him playing something like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts or something kind of bubblegum, where it's like bright colors and they'd be jumping around and he'd be like, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me kicking this thing in the face.
It has to be like the darkest thing ever.
We could do that. Okay, what would be the darkest game that you can picture Meeseeks playing?
I don't know.
Come on, think about it.
Outlast 2, I don't know. Did Baron wet his pants after that? I didn't get the chance to watch that stream.
He was screaming quite a bit.
Oh, he is a girly man. That's right, I sell it. Said it. I'm not even drinking, that's the sad part.
You stumble more on your words that way.
Yeah.
That's when we find out that Killer's Stein is really made of lead, and he's been slowly poisoning himself for the last 2 weeks.
Christ. My mother wants to use this as a decoration. But it's useful.
Decorations are useful. Ish.
No. They're there to look pretty, that's it.
I'm just imagining a Lush drinking some adult beverage out of a flower vase because reasons.
I was just like, ugh.
I'm actually trying to finish up an email and then I can focus back on the show.
I was stalling for you. I was stalling for you.
While he's working.
I will explain after the show, but you will laugh when you hear it.
Okay.
It's kind of
it's
okay.
Yeah.
All right, continue on. We'll continue on. So, starting a new book series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called the Warp Marine Corps.
The what?
The Warp Marine Corps.
That's what I thought you said. Okay, tell me more.
I did.
That sounds familiar.
I read off some a news site and a news blog, and so it's like, hey, here's a recommendation from commenters and stuff like that, and it's like, it sounds interesting because it says it wasn't like your typical science fiction novel, watching these grunts go up the chain of command and commanding these big battles and everything. And the basic premise is, our first contact with alien species is between two different alien species who are fighting it out, ship to ship. And one of the ships decides, oh wait, here's some intelligent alien life, so we need to wipe them out. With the first 2 minutes of first contact, they launch all these city busters, and they wipe out half the population of the planet.
No,
Yeah, typical.
Yeah, just another day.
Another day. Because apparently in this universe, wars get really nasty really quick. So anywho, somehow we survive because, the other alien species kills the other one, and they try helping us out, and the only real power left in Earth is the United States. Of course, the United States has to change because half our population's dead. All our major cities are gone. So that's the basic starting point. And basically all alien species to travel interstellar space use the warp. Another dimension. Physical laws don't exist there. There's one problem though.
Just one?
You had that. Well, there's several, because the warp is not a great place to stay.
I imagine.
Since the laws of physics don't really matter there. So certain species, if you go to the warp, you have to have enough will to actually go to the warp and stay intact. Otherwise, if you don't, you get lost to the warp or you go insane. Yeah. I'm only in book 2 so far, and there's hinting at there's something darker in the warp. Really bad things. or trying to get out.
Like the Meeseeks?
I wouldn't say that, but there's been an already incident of where these particular pilots are training for these new types of fighters. Gets literally possessed something from the warp and comes back with him and tries to start killing everyone.
This needs to be played in the movie by Zach Bagans.
There you go. So, yeah, it's a great series so far. It's been pretty interesting. I recommended it to Varyar, and of course, he read all 4 books already before I even got finished book 1.
He does that. I think he actually reads faster than I do, which is pretty damn impressive.
Well, these books were pretty, yeah. Although I think if it's a book that interests him a lot, he'll read it really quick. So, kind of epic lurker. Basically, they actually have to have people who actually do the navigating for the ship, or warp navigators. They have to have enough will to make sure the entire ship stays in one piece as it goes through the warp. So, think actually Warhammer 40K. And that's a good description of this warp so far.
Interesting.
So, another interesting point for us in the book series is humans are very capable of going through the warp, more than normal. Like typical alien species, only 1% of their population can go through the warp. Humanity, up to 50% of humanity can go through the warp.
It's because we're badasses.
Yeah, exactly. Another cool part is it's
typey.
I'm sorry. I was trying to type something.
Been there.
Yeah, no.
A few minutes ago.
No, but the cool part is humanity, usually to go to the warp, you have to have a ship. You have to have something solid around you. Humanity, all they need is a pressure suit. Because we're that adjusted to it. So what they do is they develop means of propelling people through the warp and having pretty much teleport onto enemy ships. Yeah. Hence the Warp Marine Corps. They port enemy ships, and yeah, it's kind of fucking awesome. If Varia has said in the chat yet, the first book's kind of rough, but overall it's a good book series.
Let's say sometimes when you're still developing the ideas, that first book is it was enough to pitch the series, obviously, and such, but you haven't necessarily figured everything out. Then once you get into the groove, you can really
Well, I think he already had the universe set up, because apparently he's written other books and developed actual game
so this
modules.
part was pre-established.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But no, his writing was like, it's serviceable, but it's rough. I mean, it's not Gary Gillespie bad. This is your,
You mean Terry Gillespie amazing in the worst possible way?
God, no. So, yeah, that's been a book series I've been reading. It's been amazing.
I've been
And
shoveling.
there goes Varyar.
ET's
No, Bubba, I did not get a hold of sweet.
ET's
Sweet
fucking
drugs
hate
now.
us because they think the warp is full of demons and it literally incapacitates them for a minimum of a few minutes once they come out. Humanity literally pops out shooting.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. One of the only reasons why we survive, initially in the intergalactic, politics and stuff like that scene.
We are a very resilient species. I mean...
Oh.
No, Bubba, that is true. You could think of it as a... Take that clip from earlier where Killer kind of zoned out and be like, where were you when the acid hit? And Killer's like, he's playing it, and suddenly he's like, oh. Make his eyes super dilate.
Although I'm at the point in the second book, basically, Earth is now at war with like 3 different alien species or different nations, and we're getting our asses we're getting our asses handed to us. We could take on one at a time. We could take on one at a time, but all 3 of them at the same time. Pretty much, the analogy that gets used is we're Japan in World War II, and the other alien species is the United States. They're going to outproduce us on all this material, so we don't have enough material to use. Yeah, I'm trying to read faster, Varyar. I'm almost done with book 2. I'll finish after the show. Just for you. So, yeah, that's the book series for the week. I expect a book report from you.
Wait, Killer's Book Club? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. A book club.
Oh my god, we need to make a thing for that.
I think we actually talked about that several times for real.
We have. There's been tons of ideas that we've had that we've just not had time to flesh out because we're so stretched doing all sorts of things.
Other things, yeah.
The writing club started their book club this week.
Oh, really?
So we spent a couple weeks ago when we finished up one of our meetings because it's getting to the point where most of them are graduating this year, and actually one graduates on Sunday and one graduates next week. So they'll be getting full-time jobs soon, and they're like, so we're spending the summer kind of enjoying like the last freedom of being able to just write freely and, have some time to read books that we want to read and, not worry about things. But we picked out a list of just things that we thought would be relevant to either from a literary perspective or, something that's specifically to help us as writers. And we're doing one book a month and just kind of going through. And the book list that we have, if we did one book a month and actually stuck to it right now, would take us like 4 years out. But that's okay because that's how we do things. But so we picked our first one and we started reading it this week, and so next week we'll start talking about the first section of it and see how it goes. And
they'll feel bad because I originally, when I started listening to Jocko's podcast, I was like, I'm going to read every single book they read.
No.
I get so fucking far behind.
Yeah,
I've read maybe about 4 or 5 of the books.
I have already
up to like 50.
I've already come to terms with the fact that between the different things that I'm interested in and the different projects I'm interested in, there are always going to be at least 5 times as many books that I want to read as what I actually have time reading. So, I mean, there are still books that I picked up 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, that are in the book pile. Like, I really want to read this book, but at the same time, it's like it gets up near the top and then something else comes in to kind of knock it back down a little bit. So it's like...
Pretty much, yeah.
I actually just ordered the book tonight that we talked about last summer.
Which one?
Maybe before that. By one of the writers. I think he was the editor for Charlie Hebdo.
Oh, yeah!
Oh!
Yeah,
it's a
where
quick
it was
read.
revealed, like, he had finished 2 days before he was killed in the attack.
Okay, yeah.
He had finished this book about free speech and why it's important to society.
Yeah, it's... When you read through,
so it was like
you
his
can
last
tell...
middle finger to the people that, went and slaughtered him and his co-workers. It's like, I wrote this book on why you people are stupid.
Yep.
At least why your ideas are wrong.
Yeah,
Speaking of ideas that are wrong, what about that email? Don't forget, I remember you wrote an email. Come on, what's the email about?
Huh?
It's about something.
The email you were typing on air.
Yeah, it said after the show.
No, you gotta tell us now.
No, I cannot.
God
Trust
damn
me.
it. I
said after the show. I meant it.
Fine.
Put the Stein down, killer. Go home. You're drunk.
I am home, and I'm not drunk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not even real. Not even.
What the hell is that? You're gonna dump it all over your computer, and I'm gonna.
That's why I was being very careful.
What are you
like,
drinking?
dude, I knew it all along that Stein was Photoshop.
Hold on.
You said it's not alcohol, so.
It's not. It's these sparkling little ice things.
Oh, I've had one of those before.
It's peach nectarine.
I never admit to that flavor, but okay.
They're pretty good.
Just kidding. I don't care.
I don't care about you.
That's right. You own it, Killer. We're proud
I
of your
will
life
own it.
choices.
Straight ownership. And I think Princess Candy is missing all this.
That shouldn't be as
She's
funny
actually-
as it is.
She's actually gonna have to go out, hang out with some coworkers tonight. The ladies' night's for her.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. We need to have a ladies' night.
Do so me and Bio can take a day off.
I put something in the chat for you, Killer.
How would you do? A message for Killer.
Uh-oh. I want to click on this now.
Jesus Christ.
Grape
Terrible.
Coon and his waifu forever.
Terrible.
I think he's still standing next to that cardboard
He
cutout.
probably
every day.
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Futurama with the dog. What's his name?
Yeah.
Can't remember. Damn it! I can't remember his name.
It was Seymour, right?
Seymour. God, I can't believe I forgot about it. It's like the most emotional moment from a cartoon before we watched Rick and Morty.
Which, speaking of, I did order the second season of it because it
Awesome.
was at a good deal. I've watched the whole thing, but the first season was
Yeah.
a little bit higher than I'm willing to pay, but season 2 wasn't. So
Oh yeah,
I ordered
gotcha.
season
I
2.
gotcha. Although speaking of seasons and cartoons, have you watched season 5 of Samurai Jack?
I haven't, but I heard it's real good.
Oh, it's been good. It's been really good.
That was a
kept
fun show.
Yeah, I kept seeing all the commercials for it for season 5. I was like, and the bits I was like, oh, this looks really good. And I remember watching, bits and pieces and growing up back in 2000. So I decided to rewatch all 52 episodes. There's some really good episodes in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So many funny moments.
So many funny moments.
So yes, this season 5 has been really good. I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad they're able to actually conclude it.
I was about to say, are they going to conclude
They
it in
are
this one, or
concluding it.
Are they going to do like a season 6 and then...
No, there is no. Season 5 is the final season.
Wow. Okay. It's just like Star Wars Rebels. They've decided that this season's going to be the last one, but then they said they're probably going to make some more Star Wars-based cartoons. So that'd be kind of interesting.
They'll make sure it's the last
They
season
did
by
finally
blowing
confirm
everyone up
that
at the
the
end.
characters from Rebels is the older guy in Return of the Jedi in the background.
Really?
Yeah, they went and made it canon, so they've retconned that character into it. But he looks like it, and it makes sense. Like, it's a former clone trooper
Really?
who survived
All these
through the
years?
war, yeah, and ended up at Endor. Fun idea, because he's a pretty likable character. So it's one of those, yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
with it. Sure, it's a
Fine.
cheap retcon, but they've done worse. They made much worse decisions.
Yeah.
Prequels.
Yeah.
Oh
they
well, and
definitely have.
speaking of,
Oh no.
I did watch Rogue One. I disagree that it is not better than Episode 7. I think it was a lot better than Episode 7.
I've actually heard that same thing. I've heard
I
the
mean,
same
it
thing.
was an actual, Star Wars, and it wasn't as cheap. Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
died. It wasn't as cheap and obsessed with tugging at your member berries.
Remember?
Like, remember Chewbacca's back.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Han Solo's back. It was very much... It was weird when they did the CG for two particular characters
Mhm.
who were
Not, everyone's
there's-
seen it.
not their
Bio.
ages and or dead. But yeah, everything else was real good. I liked it.
But assuming the end scene with Darth Vader just going down the hallway, just
Oh yes.
did you
And
just
the
give you?
interesting thing is that apparently was part of the reshoot where everybody was concerned that that means it's gonna suck now.
Really
Yeah, that was one of the scenes that was part of the
reshoot?
reshoot.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I can say it was a pretty. I watched the actual clip on YouTube. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of just
Cut somebody right across the belly. Just kind of goes.
no, it's just he was a murder machine.
Yeah.
It's kind of the weird thing because the originals, he didn't seem that he was imposing, but he didn't seem that badass.
Right, and they've kind of changed the lore of the character
it into him being a badass.
Right. Well, because even then it wasn't until Empire before like he actually had a real body count other than Battle of Yavin.
Yeah.
Because the first person he force chokes, Grand Moff Tarkin's like, release him! Stop this nonsense.
Yeah. Why did he kill one guy?
Oh man, but I wanted to choke the stupid guy. Make fun of the Force. So yeah. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I like Admiral Raddus because he's like Winston Churchill, but a Mon Calamari.
Okay, I can see that.
No, that's what they actually did. Apparently, they said in some interview that they based him off of Churchill. His
was he drunk half the time?
He may have been. I don't know. He didn't have a flask on the bridge with him. But he was just like.
That you saw. I mean, this guy's a professional bio. You don't just whip it out when you're a professional. Okay, you have standards.
Whoa! Let's not go that far.
While I whip this out. Ah!
I mean, if somebody wants to whip it out, I mean, that's their choice. Just don't do it on Twitch. You'll get banned.
Nobody wants to see the calamari whip it out. None. Nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
I think Rule 34 of the internet would disagree, ma'am.
I don't know. I was reading some really things last night.
Oh, yeah, Bubba, that's an interesting point.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was one part I agree with. They were so obsessed with that part of the tie-in. I think it would have been fine. Well, here's the thing. In Rebels, Bubba, which you need to watch, they set up this lore that Leia is very much like just the Alderaan ambassadors are with the rebels, but they always pretend to go on these diplomatic missions, and it just so happens like Imperial stuff gets stolen. Oops. And because the Senate's there and Alderaan's really influential in the Senate, they can't really touch them until they have solid evidence. And that's why by the time you get to episode 4, they dissolve the Senate, like right after they've captured Leia and all that stuff, getting rid of that diplomatic crisis. And then that's why he doesn't buy it when she tries to pull it that time. Like, we're on a diplomatic mission. He's just like, well, where's the ambassador then, huh? So I think you're right, but at the same time, if you kind of watch the expanded stuff, it does kind of tie together. Where Vader doesn't buy it, but since there was they still had to deal with the Imperial Senate until it was dissolved. There was this whole, like, this is the moment in A New Hope, episode 4, where Vader's just like, nah, that excuse isn't going to work anymore.
Yeah.
Like, no, we got rid of that Senate that was holding us back.
When's the point when you stop having to go to the expanded universe to have everything explained that should have been explained in the main movie?
The expanded universe, remember, it's Disney. They're wanting
to
buy all their stuff.
I'm talking about things in general. So it just seems like nowadays that we have to go to the expanded universe.
I do agree with that part, though, yeah. They've been good to not make the comics where you'd have to read the comics or something like that, and I feel like you don't have to read the novels, but it's supposedly... like, people have read some of them. Some of them are supposedly good, and some of them aren't. Like, there was that one Aftermath that came out right before Episode 7. I hear that one's terrible.
Oh, I think Marvel most of the time does a pretty good job of... You don't have to watch all previous movies to get to where they are now. If you do, though, you get to see all the things that line up, though.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm kind of with Comic Book Girl. Let me get that out. Yeah. Comic Book Girl 19. a YouTuber. She covers comic books and movies and all that stuff, and she really says one problem she's had with Marvel that's gotten her to stop buying their comics altogether is forgot how she called it crossover fatigue.
Yeah.
Like now everything has to cross over in the comics. Like you think the movies are crossing over, the comics are like everything is crossing over, and everything's this huge event that has to get all these characters together, and it's just one of those burnout. There's no build.
Yeah.
So she talks about in some of the comic books back in the 90s, it would take like a year to build up to this huge event, and now it's just like everything
Every other month.
Yeah, every other month. Oh no, the whole like dimensions are colliding, and the whole universe is gonna collapse in on itself. Guess we better get the X-Men involved. What? Like, how's Wolverine gonna do that?
Exactly. I don't know. It could be the same thing. Everyone has to have their expanded universe now, since Marvel made it such a profitable, unique feature of their movies.
I feel almost like the X-Men need to make an appearance in the RCM fanfic now, just, so
No.
to stay.
Yeah, just have the
So we
crossover.
stay-
No.
Like the Hulk shows up in Rival Labs, and there's like some like, feud between, Bio and Hacks on one side and, Bruce Banner and Lily Chen on the other, and that's how we could
Wait.
bring the
What?
romance together. Lily Chen could be Bruce Banner's sidekick, and then I hate you, I'm gonna sabotage your project. Well, I don't know.
Well, I'm
That
just
was
getting
way
angry.
too Terry Collapsy for you, Baroness. That was
Wait, what?
way too Terry Collapsy.
Yeah, that was...
I'm very tired.
Next up, it was Dumbledore.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dumbledore is behind it all.
You dunderheads.
Oh my god, wouldn't... I can imagine the mail I'd be getting if I had to use that as our big finale. And in the end, it was Dumbledore the whole time.
Yeah. Old man McCootie would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you dunderheads and that stupid dog.
Don't call Wolfies dumb.
And you have to make Wolfie like Kenny from South Park. Like somehow Baron always manages to kill her. Comes back the next chapter. Baron's like, I didn't do it.
No, I'm remembering.
Like, Killer's like an ultimate, like, oh, that's my dog.
No, I'm gonna just imagine it's like Baron's not actively trying to kill Wolfie. It's just no matter what he does, it somehow causes Wolfie to get killed.
It's like Dale and Tucker versus.
Oh yeah, evil.
That's the title, but yeah,
Yeah,
we're just
no,
like
that was a great
like,
movie.
that kid accidentally ended up in that wood chipper. We don't know what happened. We
He
just
just
scared
jumped
him
right
accidentally.
The guy just ran himself right into a tree branch and speared himself. Like, how do you do that? So many funny moments.
How is
Yeah.
Wolfie doing? I haven't
She's
heard
doing
her
okay.
today.
But she's outside right now.
Okay.
Grandma McCoy, took her, had her walk around her neighborhood. So she got to do that. Usual. Grandmother spoils her way too much. God. I bought one of those these not a pig ear itself, but it's like a rib kind of thing, so she can chew on it. It's like $2.50 at the local dog shop. I had her sit. She sat there for an hour and a half chewing on that thing. There was about that smidgen left, and it was about this big. Gone.
Growing puppy
Challenge.
needs.
Now, it wasn't a solid thing, but it was like wrapped around. But she just gnawed that thing, and it was gone. Gone. I was like, God
I've
damn
seen
it.
that with the rawhide bones.
Mhm.
I've not held a rawhide bone in a while,
Right.
but I've held some pretty slobbery rawhide bones, and that feels weird when it's just all gummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Like, you can
Not-
have this back. I'm gonna wash my hands now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a true statement.
Like, you
Well, it's
get to
either
a
that or
point
she
when
starts
it's,
chewing
before
on
it's all
wood.
that way, you want to wrestle with them with it, maybe. Like, I'm gonna get your bone. And then you hit that point, it's just like, nope, that's yours.
Or
Have
you can
fun.
have it.
Don't
You have
want it.
claimed it as your own.
Yeah.
Forever shall be yours.
Mr. Meeseeks, get some more of the rawhides.
Mr.
Can do.
Meeseeks, I want you to have Whoopi chew on you.
Oh God.
Oh, the pain is so good.
How long's that Meeseeks been around? 7 days. She's still going strong.
I guess
Please.
he's partially buried too. He would bury him. Not that dog, I swear.
Meeseeks. Oh God.
Would.
Wow.
I'm just imagining like
would.
the mailman's walking by your house. He's about to go through your gate, and then he just sees like half buried Meeseeks all over the yard. Like, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And then the mailman they just keep walking. They just keep going.
I get to see all this time Wolfie's just laying on the ground, chewing on one of the exposed arms from the ground. And it's slowly and it's contracting.
Just finish me. Just end it. Don't you dare chew my neck off.
Oh, poor
I'll
Mr.
finally
Meeseeks.
die.
Is Baron streaming tonight?
He should be.
Could be.
He hasn't been on all week. He took
I
a nap
know.
earlier, and I'm jealous.
Oh, poor thing.
have to
I took a
get
nap
through it.
today.
Well, la-di fucking da.
Ooh.
It was a 25-minute nap. It was perfect. Laid on my love seat. Great.
I'm thinking about sleeping in the hammock tonight, except I'm afraid I'm gonna roll out of it. When I do sleep, I'm not sleeping well. I keep having these weird nightmares. And I know I'm tossing and turning quite a bit, and I don't want to fall out of the hammock while I'm doing it, so...
I will staple you in, tie it all around you so you can't get out.
Staple. We're gonna staple you to the bed sheets. Click, 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 click. Now you'll never go, except my flesh is full of metal. Now Baroness can't go to the TSA because she'll set off all the
I do
the
that
alarms.
anyway. Because I
Well, then even more so because you'll be radiating. It will increase the transmission of your field a little further out.
So she's becoming
Additional
Magneto.
antennas.
I told you
She's a
guys
female
that story,
version of-
didn't I?
What story?
About when we were going on a flight and I made the TSA agent extremely uncomfortable.
No.
Sounds like something Baron would do.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Touch me there.
This was pre-Baron era. So yeah, so
Oh.
we were going on a flight and I wasn't thinking because it was going to be a really long flight. Like we had to drive to Philadelphia first, and then we were flying out of Philadelphia to where we were going, and it was going to be like 8 hours overnight. Of course, I did not sleep, but I decided that I was going to dress for comfort and wore these overalls that had metal buttons all the way down
Oh,
both sides.
Oh no.
So obviously, and none of this dawned on me until right before we were supposed to go through the metal detectors because we're kicking our shoes off and everything. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm absolutely going to set this off. So it does, they pull me off to the side, and the TSA agent, I mean, she's looking at me, and it's pretty clear that's most likely what's going on. But because of procedure, they have to do the pat down and everything, and the wand and stuff, and I'm extremely ticklish on my sides, here. And so she's doing this pat down, and I'm trying so hard not to laugh. like trying really super hard not to laugh. And like every time she does it, it's just like I'm really trying not to giggle. And she's just looking at my face and like getting more and more uncomfortable as she's going through this whole thing. And finally it's just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just the button. Just go.
Get away from me, you freak!
Pretty much. I mean, my roommate
I don't
was
get
with
paid
me.
enough for this.
My roommate was waiting for me because we were flying together, and she'd gone through, and so she was waiting. She's like, "Yeah, you had the creepiest look on your face the whole time," and she's like, "I knew what was going on, but if somebody didn't know you, it would have been really creepy."
You know what you should have done to really creep out the TSA agent? You should have turned to her and said, "Hey, can I get your number?" I'll be back in a couple of days.
Yeah, I'll be back in a couple of days. I'm just saying.
Want to come through your line again, there, lady?
Oh God.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh wait.
Indeed, Epic Lurker Baroness is on the don't pat down list.
Don't pat down list. That is a true statement.
At least at the I guess it'd be the Cleveland airport that you're flying out of.
That's
or
true.
Was it in Pennsylvania?
No, that was out of Philadelphia. Yeah, it was out of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I just remember this picture. I saw this picture on the Chive. We found the perfect real life actors to play Rick and Morty.
Michael Cera
and William Dafoe. Would it not be perfect?
Well, Michael Cera has the right voice.
He does. And William Dafoe has that crazy old man look. Isn't it?
Hey, I can see that.
Yeah?
I can see it.
I'm thinking that one needs to go back to the drawing board.
No. I'd do it.
Like you, Bio, I'm not pro Michael Cera, but...
You know what? Let's give him a chance. Let's see some test footage first. We'll say that. Let's see some test footage first, then we can make a decision if we throw him off a cliff. Agree?
Do you want me to just start sending you YouTube clips of all of his movies? I mean...
No. I'm just saying, like, Rick and Morty. Let's do some test footage of Rick and Morty with him as Morty. If he passes, he lives. If he doesn't, we throw him off a cliff.
I just have this mental image now of Director Killer getting ready for the Rick and Morty movie. And he's wearing a purple beret and just a monotone like black turtleneck and pants and screaming at Michael Cera.
No.
His assistant comes up with the silver stein, here's your coffee, Mr. McCoy.
No, basically it's like, all right, Michael, this is the scene. I need you to do this. I need you to do it right. If you don't, there'll be consequences, okay?
You just pull the piece out from the back.
No,
you
it's like,
mother...
No, it'd be like, ready, and action, and I have my gun pointing him at the entire time, waiting for him to fuck up.
Perfect! That's a cut!
We got it! Nailed it!
Cut and print! It's really essentially half of Morty's lines anyway. We can make this a thing.
I don't know about that, Rick.
Oh, jeez.
Go on, Morty.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is we're gonna need to find a purple beret for Killer so this can be a real thing. I don't know why, it's just there. It's in my head.
Why is it gotta be purple?
That's what my brain told me has to happen. That's what popped in there first.
Can't it be like a light blue or a dark blue that go with my eyes?
I don't know. Maybe it can be one of those
really
weird,
happening.
like, internet colors where they argue incessantly about, is it purple or is it blue? Is it purple or is it blue? What if you flip it over? Then it looks like it might be white, but it might also be black. Who knows? Let's troll each other for days about this.
You're talking about the dress, aren't you?
There was it wasn't just the dress. There was something else that they did that to
I
as
couldn't.
well.
I just remember the
Yes.
dress. It was like blue and gold.
Something like that.
Yeah. Who cares? Anyway. Yes. Well, I guess it's time, isn't it?
Just about. I can hear Baron
Yeah.
finishing
Moving
his
about.
He's
preparatory
busy
work.
powering up.
It's over.
Let's do this!
I was trying to get Bao to do that earlier, and then he's like, "Well, no, I can't really say that because they kind of screwed this up a little bit, and it's more like significantly less than 9,000." I was like, "Oh." So.
Actually, it was over 20,000. So.
Oh.
What?
You told me 13, so.
Oh no, that's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
I was thinking
confused.
of the thing.
You
the other
should
thing.
be
The
killing.
thing, the other thing?
You.
Yeah, the other thing.
should be.
The other thing.
I love how half
Did
of
you get
our
that memo about that thing?
I
Get that thing I sent you?
I do. I love how half of our conversations are literally like we talk
You had to
about
be there?
that thing and that other thing, and we know exactly what we're talking about, and it just confuses others, and it makes me happy. Yep. Like Killer, it confuses Killer. It's okay, though. Alright, well that wraps it up for us, because we all need to go to bed.
Reasons.
It's been a really fucking long week. Stay tuned. Baron, on the other hand, has had a nap today. And so he's going to be taking you into the early morning hours with a game. I'm not really sure what game. I'm pretty sure he told me, but I don't know what it is. So
Maybe it'll involve freedom.
it'll
'Cause,
be
you
a
know,
surprise.
Cinco de Mayo.
It is. Oh, that was a missed
Yeah.
opportunity. On multiple things. We could have had tacos and done Cinco de Mayo things. I totally and completely did not realize that's what today was until just now.
Failure.
Failure.
Failure. And on that
epic
note, good night, everyone.
proportions. I know, right? We'll be back next week. If you haven't signed up for RivalCon yet, what the hell are you waiting for? The button's down below.
Click it. Or die.
Click it.
Whoa.
Also, part 1 of Chapter
YouTube.
8 of Rogue Agent is live on RivalCastMedia.com, so be sure to check that out as well.
Whoa. We're now doing parts.
Because the
Of chapters,
chapters
not
are
just-
that long.
So what you're saying is you're doing a reverse of like what they did with the Hunger Games, with like the last book. They split it into 2 different movies.
No, I'm saying
That's
the
what you're doing.
chapters are like 16 pages long, Killer, and so I've cut them in half so that you can see them at, Have you read a 16-page
He just
chapter in a
slammed his
block?
sign in disgust.
I
He
mean,
was just like, "You sicking me, pig."
we did that for chapter 7
Yeah.
too, and I explained why, and yeah, this shouldn't be news to you if you were paying attention, but we'll fight about that
Meh.
after I click the button. Good night, everybody, and from all of us here at RivalCast Media,